Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Thursday's edition of your favorite English bulletin, The News. We're broadcasting live from TVT studios here in Ilomé. Here are the headlines. Made in Togo gains momentum as a key engine of economic development. Once an avenue struggling for recognition, local products are now at the forefront of national growth. In this edition, we bring you more on how this initiative of Made in Togo, spearheaded by the President of the Council, is fostering national production and strengthening economic independence. 2 cutting-edge mobile clinics donated by the UNDP are set to transform access to dental and eye care in Togo's rural areas. The move is part of a broader effort to bring essential health services to underserved communities and reduce disparities across the country. Stay with us, we'll bring you all the details shortly. It is always a pleasure to have you join us. It has struggled for a long time to gain support, but today, Made in Togo stands out as a driver of economic development. More and more organizations are asserting themselves with admirable indigenous products and services backed by promises, policies promoted by the President of the Council for Asuzna Nyasingbe. Made in Togo is a success story gaining momentum, and this report tells us more. Togo has taken a decisive step in promoting its local production. The Made in Togo label, created to guarantee the authenticity of local products, is gaining ground both domestically and internationally.
Our goal is to bring a cutting-edge technology that will make our capacity go beyond borders. We are investing in state-of-art machines equipped with artificial intelligence and automatic fault detection systems.
From cosmetics, textiles, and agri-food products to other sectors, this momentum has been made possible thanks to the boldness of entrepreneurs as well as the support of public policies.
Nous voulons renforcer la capacité des jeunes.
We want to strengthen young people's skill in key areas such as business management, marketing, access to new technologies, and all forms of pragmatic training that will allow them to thrive and fully contribute through their enterprises to the economic development of our country.
À travers leurs entreprises au développement surtout économique de notre pays.
Since 2020, Togolese goods and services have been prioritized in public institutions, showcasing national know-how that blends economic ambition with a shared sense of patriotism. As the years go by, October is becoming increasingly local in households and services, while trade fairs throughout the year leave a trail of refined expertise and national pride. The government's grassroots actions take various forms to reinforce this momentum. They include ministerial visits to production units to commend quality and rigor and support the dozens of certified young entrepreneurs, especially women.
We first call on our citizens to consume what we produce. Our mission is to ensure that smuggled goods do not enter our territory and that unfair competition is eliminated.
La concurrence déloyale soit proscrite.
Today, Made in Togo already plays a strong role in driving the economy and is expected to contribute even more with the structural transformation underway. The National Industrial Policy, being developed with the support of the Tony Blair Institute, aims to boost manufacturing, create clusters of competitiveness, promote local processing of raw materials, and generate decent jobs. The Made in Togo policy is envisioned as a true strategy of industrial and cultural sovereignty promoted by the President of the Council for Asuzna Nyasingbe and shared as a collective desire to consume, produce, and dream Togolese. Moving on to other stories, around 60 Togolese parliamentarians gathered in Palime on Wednesday, August 27, for a 4-day workshop aimed at improving access to sexual and reproductive health services and curbing illegal abortions. The initiative, organized by the Directorate of Maternal and Child Health, seeks to engage these lawmakers in shaping policies that protect reproductive rights. Kwesi Glay reports.
The fight against clandestine abortions in Togo took center stage in Kpalime, where the Directorate of Maternal and Child Health, together with Togolaise Association for Family Welfare and IPAS Francophone Africa, engaged members of National Assembly in a discussion forum. The exchanges aim to strengthen parliamentary involvement in defending the sexual and reproductive health rights of women and girls.
Many challenges still prevent women and young girls from accessing and enjoying their sexual and reproductive health rights. This is mostly due to the absence of implementation of existing laws. So, as partners of the Ministry of Health, we have decided to work with parliamentarians to improve the legal framework.
Parliamentarians endorsed the initiative, acknowledging the need for a legal environment that protects, informs, supports, and avoids stigmatization. The government has signaled a shift from theory to action, with renewed emphasis on guaranteeing comprehensive sexual and reproductive health for all women, girls, men, and boys alike. Although the challenges are daunting and the statistics alarming, the Kpalime workshop represents a step forward. It intends to bring smiles to all by ensuring everyone can fully enjoy their sexual and reproductive health rights.
And still in the domain of ensuring access to quality healthcare for the entire population, the Ministry of Health has received 2 modern mobile clinics donated by the United Nations Development Program. They are to provide dental and eye care services, especially for rural communities. Kwesi Glay tells us more.
The Ministry of Health and Public Hygiene has received 2 state-of-art mobile clinics donated by the United Nations Development Program (UNDP). One unit is dedicated to dental care, the other to ophthalmology. This contribution from UNDP is part of the project supporting emergency health response to COVID-19.
These facilities are more than medical tools. They embody a vision of geographical equity and the ambition of universal health coverage. The project reflects an integrated and holistic approach to development. With a total budget of more than $1.6 million, fully funded by the Islamic Development Bank, it demonstrates the strength of the partnership between the Togolese government, UNDP, and financial partners.
The donation was well welcomed by health authorities. The Ministry of Health reiterated the government's commitment to accelerating access to health care for all.
Ce don que le ministère de la Santé a reçu.
With these new units, specialized care will now be available to population in remote areas. The initiative aligned with the government roadmap championed by His Excellency, the President of the Council for Esosina Nyasingbe.
Monsieur le Président du Conseil for Esosina Nyasingbe.
Fully equipped, the mobile clinics will enable rural population to access quality health care without traveling long distances.
Moving on to some issues on food security, the Togolese Coordination of Farmers and Agricultural Producers Organizations launched the first edition of the Family Agricultural Days in Lomé on Tuesday. The event aims to promote family farming and support the growth of agricultural producers across the country. Gabriel Ayena has more details in this report.
The first edition of the Family Agricultural Days in Togo brought together the Togolese Coordination of Agricultural Producers and its partners to deepen understanding of family farming. The 3-day event featured presentations, panel discussions, debates, the commissioning of works, and a fair. Its goal was to share experiences and address key challenges to build a more resilient and prosperous family agriculture sector. Rooted in the United Nations Decade for Family Agriculture, the initiative received strong government support with several mechanisms put in place to back the organizers. At the close of the event, recommendations were expected to guide future policies and programs. As a platform for agricultural actors and their partners, the Family Agriculture Days in Togo promoted sustainable farming practices that strengthened the country's food sovereignty.
And yes, indeed, family agriculture is at the heart of the country's food system. But what exactly does it involve? This feature report explores its role, impacts, and the stakes for Togo's food security. Gabriel Ayena.
Family agriculture is a farming system led by farmers whose main goal is to feed their own families, often with the support of relatives. Unlike commercial agriculture, it is typically diverse, combining staple crops with small livestock and other activities. Fathers and mothers driving these operations feed their families while generating income from their work. This form of agriculture usually covers crop production, forestry, livestock, fishing, and aquaculture, amongst others. According to FAO studies, it accounts for 80% of global food production, and in Togo, it contributes over 90% of the country's food supply. Recognizing the vital role of family agriculture, the Togolese government has supported producers through programs, infrastructure, and digital tools while continuing to tackle ongoing challenges. Beyond feeding communities, family agriculture drives socio-economic development, strengthens rural livelihoods, and delivers important environmental and cultural benefits.
Moving on to some culture and tradition activities marking the 18th edition of the traditional Aveza in the Ave Prefecture continue. On Wednesday, August 27, 2025, the canton of Baja hosted the Day of Traditions and Beliefs of the People of Ave. The event, themed around unity, brought together local residents to celebrate their cultural heritage and also emphasize the importance of traditions in development processes. Here are the highlights in this report. Kwesi
Baja in Ave Community 2. Here, tradition has imposed its right in their splendor. Welcome to the Day of Traditions and Beliefs of the People of Ave. The event marks the 2025 edition of Aveza. A strong moment, the welcome of the Asafohini, these warrior chiefs who in ancient times protected the community against external threats. Spectacular demonstrations of warrior dance have also captivated the public through movement and rhythms. They reviewed the ancestors and daughters to relive the history of the area. The celebration of the Aveza of the Ewe of Ave is part of the policy of valorization, of safeguarding and protection of the cultural heritage promised by the government. It is therefore an affirmation of cultural identity and an exceptional honor to discover the traditional, artistic, and cultural values of life.
And in the same vein, the Gen people are preparing for the 362nd edition of the Epe scheduled for September 18, 2025. Preliminary ceremonies began in June and are still ongoing. Among them is the Sichuchu, a ritual of purification and reconciliation that precedes the Gen New Year. The highlights of this important ritual of the Gen people are captured in this report. All dressed in white, symbol of purity, The followers of the 48 divinities of the Gang people enter into communion with their ancestors. The ceremony is known as Situtu of Togolaise, a ritual of purification and reconciliation perpetuated for decades. It precedes the taking of the sacred stone, an act that marks the new year among the Gang people. The purified water, prepared according to the ancestral practices of the Gang people, has spiritual virtues against the forces of evil. It is sprinkled as a sign of purification and exorcism. Native or not, everyone can make use of it, as its use even in the home is not forbidden. The Situtu of Togolaise is the second ceremony after that of Nambosomafli. It comes a few weeks before the taking of the sacred stone. Two practices of the same goal, to prepare the Epeepe festival in peace and understanding. For more than 3 centuries, this tradition has been passed down from generation to generation. It reinforces the bonds between the living and their ancestors. The Epeepe festival is a celebration of the Epeepe tradition. After this ceremony, many other rituals are expected before the taking of the sacred stone. These ceremonies invite the Gang people to unity, reconciliation, solidarity, and living together in harmony so as to build the nation together. And indeed, long live the traditions of our country. That brings us to the end of today's bulletin. Thanks to my wonderful team and to you, cherished viewers, for watching. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep moving forward. Have a wonderful evening. See you next time. Goodbye.